Susan Hunkler is no longer singing the blues. When she discovered someone was using her Social Security number and good credit rating for 16 years, she fought back.
I'm just a normal person, and it happened to me. Obviously, it's been happening since at least 1991, and without me even knowing it.
She's a victim of what experts are calling synthetic identity theft, in which your Social Security number gets used for years to create a new identity. In this case, someone opened credit cards like American Express, Macy's, and Lowe's, and this $325,000 line of credit from Bank of America, at least 16 in all. And because the bills got paid, it went undiscovered.
They're stealing their credit history, their good credit history, and they're stealing money basically from the banks. However, it does cost the individual victim a lot of trouble.
As our investigation uncovered, this man who's been using Hunkler's number is no ordinary person. In fact, he has a prominent job.
Yeah, he did pick the wrong victim. I may be little, but I'm going to be loud.
The first sign of trouble, a credit alert. Last November, an American Express card that was not hers.
I gave them my Social Security number. They said somebody else's name was coming up.
Weeks later, another alert. That $325,000 loan.
I realized, whoa, wait a minute, I don't have a Bank of America loan. So I called Bank of America, and sure enough, I gave them my Social Security number. This guy's name was coming up again.
In fact, we learned he opened accounts in June at still another bank, Eastern Financial. NBC6 obtained this internal bank document showing her Social Security number on his account application. We tracked this executive to a very unlikely place that you've heard of.
Oh, we'd like to talk with you about Susan Hunkler. Mr. Duval?
The man who's been using Susan Hunkler's Social Security number since at least 1991 is Ronald Duval.
How is this guy doing it?
We obtained Duval's real number from motor vehicle records. It starts with 011, hers 266. The rest of the numbers are not at all similar. No bank ever caught it.
Do you have a picture?
Yeah.
Yes, picture. That's Mr. Ron Duval.
And this is him. After NBC6 began looking into Duval, federal and state authorities did too, and banks are cooperating.
There is an ongoing investigation. I can't comment on the investigation, but there is one ongoing.
On investigation on Duval himself.
That's correct.
We called Duval, who told us he didn't know what we were talking about, and he'd get back to us. After he failed to return repeated calls, we found him at work.
Mr. Duval? Oh, we'd like to talk with you about Susan Hunkler. Why won't you stop and talk to us, Mr. Duval?
Duval is Director of Finance here at the Pembroke Pines Maroney Chevrolet. It says it's the #1 Chevy dealer in America.
Mr. Duval, why have you been using Susan Hunkler's Social Security number?
After we spoke to Maroney managers, they suspended Duval, employed for 14 years.
When NBC6 brought this to our attention, we immediately went in and investigated, and we are doing a joint investigation with the Secret Service.
And we've confirmed Secret Service agents went to Maroney 2 weeks ago to examine Duval's payroll records. He may have used Hunkler's Social Security number to report income.
This is an isolated incident that really doesn't even involve Maroney.
Hunkler says she never met Duval, never even owned a Chevrolet.
But you're saying that is true.
And she wants answers.
I just want to know why. I'm curious. Why did you feel you had to use my number all these years? Why don't you just use your own? And what have you been doing with it, and why? Just why?
Duval is not talking. His attorney said it's a complete mistake. Duval's done nothing wrong and would never intentionally hurt someone. Want to help stop this? We've posted some tips at NBC6.net, including links for getting credit alerts. Jeff Burnside, South Florida Tonight.